Good afternoon, folks. Sunny Sharma here from VIPcondoprice.ca. We're here once again, 2021 COVID year, and we're having some remarkable response on this new project being deployed in Hamilton, Ontario. There's so much infrastructure changes happening there right now, just wrapped around the Golden Horseshoe. I'm really excited to present to you. We actually have an opportunity to meet with the CEO and the brand guru of Emblem Developments. Cash Pashatun.
Hi, Sunny. Hi, Sunny.
Hi, Cash. Welcome. Thank you so much for having us here today. And I know we're bridging the gap by doing this virtually, but yet still in the same presence of each other. What an awesome sales office you have here. Thank you once again.
It's great to be with you.
Cash, if I can just steal about 2 minutes of your time. I know people are probably making infomercials that are 20, 30 minutes long. My viewer group surely is looking for executive summary within a few minutes. And I appreciate your time because you're a busy gentleman. Sir, I'm excited about Hamilton, about the infrastructure changes, about it being wrapped around the Golden Horseshoe, the price point in itself. I have a young daughter going to Western University, and there's a bed shortage all over Ontario. McMaster's there. I'm emphasizing to all my clients, don't even blink twice. Just invest your money here for the long haul. Developer is one of the best out there, financially backed. That's one of the main things out there to make sure that a project will come out to fruition. And the vision that you have as far as the transformation of these areas, I've noticed in Mississauga so far, and now in Hamilton, soon to be downtown Toronto and Ottawa. I think you have anywhere between 1,600 to 3,000 units in play right now, right across Ontario.
That's right. Yeah, so you Sonny, you touched on a lot of really important things to us, to buyers, to the industry. Emblem today has about 3,500 units under development, which represents in excess of $2 billion of development value. We do have one of the most active pipelines of any developer in the GTA, and all of that's possible because we're very well capitalized. For the last 25 years, I've been managing investment portfolios for wealthy families. And so we've built a very strong infrastructure to back the developments that Emblem is doing. And that's very important. When we launched Artform, before we launched Artform, it was around this time last year when COVID had just started, and we knew very little about it. And thankfully, since then, we've learned a lot. We have the vaccine. We're on the other side of it. All that said, though, is we did not know if we could have a launch last summer and a sales launch. And so what we were willing to do, and it's the first to my knowledge that it was ever going to happen in the Toronto area, was we were going to build the building with no sales. And it speaks to the financial depth that Emblem has access to, that we could just undertake the construction with our own balance sheet, with our own capital. We would not need a lender. And that's very important because as buyers of One Jarvis, you know that you have that financial security and that depth behind you when you're doing this. And to speak about the Hamilton market and really this project, I would say there's a few things that I would summarize for your buyers and your viewers. Number one, anytime you're making an investment, look at the people that are behind it. And with One Jarvis, you have two very important players that are behind your investment. The first one is you're investing alongside the government. And when you invest alongside the government, history shows us you tend to do very well. What I mean by that is the government is investing $500 million into the downtown core. One Jarvis is strategically located right in the middle of where that $500 million is being invested. They're investing another $140 million to redo the waterfront. So that kind of government investment we have not seen, and it's not in any other submarket in and around Toronto. So that makes Hamilton very unique. The second, in terms of who you're investing alongside, is the principals at Emblem. And as I mentioned, we have a 25-year history of managing investment portfolios. We have spent a lot of time uncovering investment opportunities with high growth potential in different asset classes, stocks, bonds, and real estate. And for us, out of all of the markets we're already involved in and other markets that we're looking at, we see the most significant opportunities in Hamilton because of a variety of reasons. But the first one is the unprecedented level of government investment. So to share with you specifically how much we believe in the Hamilton market in terms of growth, in addition to One Jarvis, we have approximately 1 million square feet under development right as we speak, of residential that we'll be bringing online over the next sort of 12, 18 months. And so it's not just One Jarvis for us, it's a lot bigger than that. And as you know, every future phase of release, prices go higher and higher and higher. So there's a lot of factors working for the appreciation in Hamilton. But one of the factors is that Emblem personally will be helping accelerate prices with every future release that we have.
I love your succession plan. I'm a true advocate that this One Jarvis Street property in Hamilton is going to be a positive cash flow for a lot of my clients, a great return on investment, a great internal rate of return. Cash on cash returns, I think, are going to be great here. I've got a long list of clients that are already interested, and we're limited in the size of the building. So I actually appreciate you sharing your succession plan and future progress in the same neighborhood and reinstilling back into our market base that, yeah, prices are going to go up. So you want to get out there now, contact me, Sunny Sharma, so I can get you written down, get you a unit, and now you can tell your relatives after to buy the next unit that comes out.
At a higher price.
I used to work for Bell Canada about 30 years ago, so that infrastructure involvement, the investment that they're making in Hamilton, you follow the leaders. Where they're laying that infrastructure is where development's going to happen. So we've got the city, communications going in here. We've got natural resources located just around the Golden Horseshoe and McMaster.
Yeah, you
We've got a tech shortage all across Ontario for university students. So I think bundled with your price point, location, growth points of Hamilton and where it is now and where it's moving forward with money that's being invested currently. Your succession plan as a developer being definitely financially backed to the highest here. And I'm a true advocate of that because it's nice to be able to know that people can start a project, even though you didn't even have to. It was COVID. You sold out the Mississauga project. Whereas your contingency plan was based on COVID, that you could build it without having to sell it. I love it. That is resilient. So that to me just proves to our clientele base that the market is still running at a fast pace out there.
Yeah.
And people are buying remotely. Astute buyers are buying off of floor plans and emails and PDFs that are being sent to them because they're familiar with the process.
Absolutely. Well, you mentioned it. The big thing is when you're making an investment in any pre-construction condominium, you're not buying it for the circumstances, good and bad, that are present today. You're buying for 3 years out. And so the buyers and the investors that can see that are the ones that tend to really benefit from it. Because if we're basing how we feel about the world on what it is today, it's not in line. I mean, it's the same way as the life we live today is based on the decisions that we made 3, 4, 5 years ago. And the decisions we make today are for 3, 4 years from now. And so the price point being where it is very affordable. But I also want to add the fact that it's an Emblem product, which means it's the highest standard of quality. It's a commitment to exceptional design. I mean, when you look at the quality of this building, we didn't need to come to market with this standard, but it's really what we've been clear about. Any community we go into, Emblem looks to set a new standard. And so that you see at this building that from the exterior of the building, stone, brick, glass, there's no stucco that's used on this at all. It's all quality materials that you would generally find in buildings with a much higher price point. And that commitment to quality carries forward to all of the interior spaces as well. The amenities, the suites being European design kitchens, the backsplashes being full slab and not tile, the showers being frameless glass, all of these details. So when you combine quality and commitment to exceptional design with the location, that this is, we believe, a very special project because whether you're an end user or you're an investor, it checks all of the boxes. And one point that you brought up that I just want to reiterate as well, Sunny, is that you're right. We have seen a lot of interest and demand for this, which we're obviously very excited about and grateful for. But to acquire a unit, to buy a unit at opening day prices with that, which will be the lowest price this project will be, buyers will need to work with a platinum agent, and a platinum agent is a trusted agent that has a relationship with the developer, Emblem in this case. And we always appreciate working with you and your team. And of course, that platinum agent relationship is there with yourself and your team and with Emblem. So we're looking forward to supporting you and your buyers in any way that we can with this project. We always appreciate your professionalism. You and the team ask a lot of questions, which is great because it tells us you're really cherry picking the best opportunities for your buyers. And we apply that same level of detail when we design and develop a building. So for us, we admire seeing that in other professionals that we work with. So any way that we can assist and support you and your buyers, we're happy to do so, and looking forward to another successful project.
You know, we migrated here from England in 1972 to Canada. I've been well aware of Hamilton for almost 51 years. I'm turning 51 years here shortly. And it's a place that I've always admired. It's long overdue for this to happen. I wish, you know, I remember I came from a very, very hardworking blue collar family. People don't tell you to invest into real estate. My relatives that were the richest of the rich out there would never tell you, hey, we just bought a property out here. We bought another property. 10 years later, they got a portfolio of 5. And they were able to do it off of other people's money or leveraging a little bit. Well, thankfully, being licensed in this industry for almost 30 years now, I'm able to share that depth of knowledge with people to help them move from here to here, that is, over time, not by over leveraging. It's utilizing the facets and the assets that they have at their disposal right now with that little bit of guidance. And Cash, I thank you once again for mentioning that we're very selective in the projects that we pick and that we bring to the market. And then with myself and my team being part of the Platinum Group, we are going to be able to offer my clients that initial first day pricing. Plus, coupled with your succession plan after of having X number of extra square feet being built around the whole neighborhood, there's good future insight for them. So folks, I want to thank Cash for taking his time out of a busy day here. And I want to reinstate in your mind here, the price points in Hamilton are just at the beginning stages of them skyrocketing. And this gentleman in Emblem Developments has taken the initiative to spearhead all of this. So make sure you invest with us. Make sure, because you're going to end up benefiting 5 years, 4 years down the road, if not sequentially buying a unit in every additional phase that comes out.
Yes.
So thank you, Cash, once again. I appreciate you taking the time for our viewer group and sharing a little bit of insight. I'm sure they'll have a lot of more questions for me, which I'll be well equipped to answer with your assistance. And the sales team here is wonderful. The showroom is beautiful. I know due to COVID, there's certain restrictions, but like I said, this whole year of 2020 and so far in 2021, most of our sales have been taking place virtually.
Absolutely. And it was great to be with you, Sonny. I'll just wrap up by saying this project is zoned and the Terrion's in place. So there's going to be no delays or surprises from that perspective. And we're expecting 3 years of 3-year occupancy. So all of that's in place, and we're looking forward to driving forward with you and your team. And any way we can support, we're happy to do so. Nice to see you today.
Thank you, Cash. Talk to you later. Thank you.